Hello children, we are going to learn polynomials from chapter 2 of standard 10 CBSE syllabus. Okay, now before going in detail, we learn the main terms that we need to know. Okay, first one is linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. I have already explained these three terms in my previous video. If you have not watched that, please watch that to learn more about that. Okay. Now the next thing is zeros of a polynomial. But you must know how to express a polynomial first. Then finding zeros of a polynomial will do. Okay. What is this polynomial? It is an algebraic expression with variables, constants and so on you have learned. In 10th standard syllabus, you are going to learn about polynomials in just one variable and we have taken x as a variable. So we are going to learn about polynomials in one variable x. To write the whole thing in one sentence, that is polynomial in one variable with x, we have a mathematical representation of it and we write it as p of x. Is it clear? P of x means polynomial in variable x. That's all. So next one is zero of a polynomial. So to understand that, you need to have full concentration on what I am saying. Zero of a polynomial is nothing but the value of x, that variable x, for which the value of the polynomial is 0. When you say the value of the polynomial is 0 or value of something is 0, you can equate that polynomial to 0 and then get the value of x. That value of x is nothing but the 0 of the polynomial. Is it clear? So we'll start doing more examples on that and learn more about it. Okay? Now we are going to learn the general form of polynomials. Okay? Now the first one is linear polynomial. The standard form of it is ax plus b. A and b can take up any value. They are constants, remember. And x is a variable there. Next one, quadratic polynomial, where the degree of the polynomial is 2. Ax square plus bx plus c is the standard form. Okay. For linear polynomial, remember, the degree of the polynomial is 1. Now for the third, cubic polynomial, degree of the polynomial is 3. The standard form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Is it clear? Now we have taken the example x plus 4, which is a linear polynomial. Okay? And the general form of it is ax plus b. Is it clear? Now see, what is p of x? P of x means a polynomial in one variable x. That's all. Okay? Now see, this x plus 4 can be equated to p of x because x plus 4 is a polynomial in variable x. Now see, we are going to find out the value of p of minus 2. Look at it carefully. Where is this minus 2 written there? In the place of x. When p of x is equal to x plus 4, what is the value of p of minus 2? That means in the place of x you have to put minus 2. Just substitute and you get the value minus 2 plus 4 is equal to 2. Now we'll take one more example. P of 0. That means in the place of x you are having 0. So substitute for x as 0. You will get 0 plus 4 equals 4. Now what happens if it is p of k? K is a constant. That's all. So just substitute for x as k. You will get k plus 4. Is that clear? So just remember k is a constant. Now we are going to learn how to find the zero of a polynomial. Okay? Remember, what is zero of a polynomial? It is nothing but the value of x for which the polynomial's value will be 0. Okay? So, value of k for which the value of the polynomial is equal to 0 is nothing but the 0 of the polynomial. We'll take an example and see. Here we have taken p of x is equal to x plus 4 is a linear polynomial. And now What is that you have to find out? We have to find out the value of x when p of x is equal to 0. P of x is nothing but the polynomial. Okay, so x plus 4 can be equated to 0 because you are going to find out the value of x for the value of the polynomial is 0. So equate it to 0, you will get x plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 4. So what is the value of x for which the value of the polynomial is 0? That is minus 4. So what can you say? Minus 4 is the 0 of this polynomial. Okay, is that clear? Now we'll take one more example to find the 0 of the polynomial. Here we have taken 2x minus 6. So write it as p of x is equal to 2x minus 6. Then equate 2x minus 6 to 0 to find the 0 of the polynomial. Okay? And then find the value of x from this. Minus 6, when you bring the side, becomes plus 6. Therefore, x is equal to 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. So what is the 0 of the polynomial? That is the value of x, which is nothing but 3 here in this example. Okay? Now, we'll see for the down form of the linear polynomial, that is ax plus b, on equating to 0, what you get the value of x. So, bring b to the side, it becomes minus b. So, ax is equal to minus b, then x is equal to minus b by a. So, what is the 0 of the polynomial, which is in the form of ax plus b, will be minus b by a. Is that clear? What is b here? That is nothing but the constant term in that polynomial. Okay? And a is nothing but the coefficient of x. Is that clear? Now we are going to learn how to find the 0 of a polynomial using graphical method. In smaller classes, you have learned to draw graphs for linear equations. Here, for linear polynomial, the graph will be a straight line. But for a quadratic polynomial, it will be like a U-shaped graph. You call it parabola. The shape of it is parabola. It will be opened in the upward direction or sometimes in the downward direction. Okay. But for a polynomial with degree 3, that is cubic polynomial, it will be having an S shape. Like this it goes. Okay. So remember, when you see the shape, you can easily make out actually the type of polynomial. Okay. Now for degree 4 polynomials, it will be having a W shape. Okay. Now what you have got to remember here is you are going to find the 0 of the polynomial, means the value of x for which the value of the polynomial is 0. So from the graph, when you find, remember, for all the points on the x-axis, y value is 0. What is it? All the points on the x-axis, if you take, you find that y coordinate is 0. Is that clear? So here when you draw the graph, you equate the polynomial to y. You write y is equal to the polynomial. Okay? Then you plot the points. Is it clear? Okay, we'll see how to do it. Now we'll do the graphical method for linear polynomial. Okay? We'll take the example 2x plus 3. So p of x is equal to 2x plus 3. You equate that to y. Y is equal to 2x plus 3 so that you can get the points. So you make the tabular form and then get the values for x and y. Okay? After that you start drawing the graph. You plot the points and then draw the line. See, here you get a straight line for linear polynomial. Okay? Now you have to see, to find the 0 of the polynomial, you will see where this graph is intersecting the x-axis. Okay? This is intersecting at minus 3 by 2, comma 0. That is the ordered pair you get. Isn't it? Here, what is the y coordinate? 0, which indicates that you have taken the value of x for which the linear polynomial 2x plus 3 is having the value 0. Is that clear? Now we'll go to the next. Now we'll do quadratic polynomial. Okay, we'll take the example p of x is equal to x square minus 3x plus 4, sorry, minus 4, and equate that to y. So y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. Okay, then you have to draw the tabular form, plot the points on the graph. Is that clear? Now see, to find the zeros of the polynomial, you have to see where the graph is intersecting the x-axis. This parabola is intersecting the x-axis at 2 points, which says that you have 2 zeros for this polynomial. Okay, now which are the points there? One is minus 1, 0, and the other one is 4, 0. For both, you find that y coordinate is 0. That means the value of the polynomial is 0. Okay, what is the x coordinate for the first one? Minus 1, and for the next one it is 4. So what are the zeros of this polynomial? Minus 1 and 4. Okay, zeros of the polynomial are nothing but the x coordinates for y is equal to 0. Hope it's clear to you. Now we are going to do for cubic polynomial. We'll take the example p of x is equal to x cubed minus 4x. Equate that to y and then get the points, draw the graph, and you find that the graph is having that S shape. See, for a cubic polynomial the graph will be like this. Now to find the zeros of the polynomial, you have to see where this graph is intersecting the x-axis, isn't it? So see the points. How many points are there? You find that the graph is intersecting the x-axis at 3 points. Which are the points? Minus 2, 0, 0, 0 and 2, 0. Is it clear? So how many zeros you have for this polynomial? 3, because it is intersecting at 3 points. Okay, so which are the zeros of the polynomial? Minus 2, 0 and 2. And in each point you can see that y coordinate is 0. Okay, so you can say in general for a cubic polynomial you can have at most 3 zeros. For a quadratic polynomial you can have at most 2 zeros, and for a linear polynomial it can have only 1. Is it clear? A few more examples we'll do. See the first one. Looking at it, what can you say? It is almost having that S shape. In how many places it is intersecting? Only at 1 point. So how many zeros you will find for this polynomial? Only 1, because it is intersecting only at 1 point. Okay, now take the next one. It is a parabola shape opening downward. You find it is intersecting at 2 points. So how many zeros? 2 zeros for the polynomial. Okay, now take the next one. It is again S-shaped, so cubic polynomial. How many points you get? 3 points. Therefore 3 zeros you find for this graph. Okay, next. Now we'll do more examples to find the number of zeros from the graph. Just see, this is a linear polynomial, that's why it's a straight line, and it is intersecting the x-axis only at 1 point, so number of zeros will be just 1. Okay, we'll take the next example. This is a parabola, so it is a quadratic polynomial, and at how many places it is intersecting the x-axis? Just at 1 point, so number of zeros for this graph is only 1. And now take the next one. It's almost an inverted W, so you can say it is a 4-degree polynomial. Okay, where is it intersecting? You can see at 4 points it is intersecting the x-axis, and therefore number of zeros will be 4. Is that clear? We'll do a few more examples. Now see the first graph. What type of polynomial is it? It's a linear polynomial because the graph is a straight line. Is it intersecting the x-axis? No. Therefore, no zeros for this polynomial. Only if it intersects the x-axis, it will have zeros, isn't it? So, number of zeros for this polynomial will be 0. Okay? Now, the next one, look at this. It's almost like S. So, it is a polynomial with degree 3. But in how many points it is intersecting? Just 1 point. So, number of zeros for this polynomial will be just 1. Okay? Now, look at the next one. It is again S-shaped. But see at how many places the graph is intersecting the x-axis? 3 points. Here you find that number of zeros is equal to 3. Is it clear? So what have you learned from these examples? For a linear polynomial, the graph will be a straight line, and maximum number of zeros you can get for a linear polynomial will be just 1. Sometimes it may not have any zeros also. Okay? Now for a quadratic polynomial, degree of the polynomial is 2. So it can have at most 2 zeros. Is that clear? So the degree of the polynomial itself will give you an idea how many zeros you can get at most. Okay? So for the cubic polynomial, number of zeros will be 3. Okay? That is the maximum number. Sometimes it can have only 1, sometimes 2. But maximum number of zeros you can get for a cubic polynomial will be 3. So similarly, for a polynomial with degree 4, at most it can have 4 zeros. It goes like that. Hope it's clear to you. Now the next part will be done in the next video. Okay? If you like it, please share and subscribe.